Hey, back with another one. Doing kind of like, well, a somewhat comparison. I got the Uzi Pro with the brakes, and like I said, it's not a true comparison. I'm kind of comparing it to something that's is a pistol and a chassis, pretty much. So that's the SIG Sauer Flux, p320. It's basically just a pistol and a chassis, but it still has, like, I compare it because it has a brace, 3 points of contact, and just wanted to see if, truck gun, home defense, like a rapid deploy, which one would work better. Obviously, this is a lot lighter, obviously, right? And it's a pistol, so you can probably end up closing this up and shooting it like a pistol if you wanted to, or you can end up deploying that out. It's supposed to be spring loaded, so like you don't want to. There we go. All right, yeah. So hit that tension right there. It's supposed to pop out. Trying to get it to pop out. Okay, there we go. This is a rental from the range, so it gets beat up pretty bad. But yeah, just gonna shoot some rounds, kind of compare it. This is obviously a port slide and barrel. So you can see that where the barrel, the slide is ported or whatever. So the barrel sits a little further back. So it's basically your compensator, basically cut into your slide. The barrel's shorter. It's not, but yeah. Let's take some shots and just see how it feels and how it runs. Is it already on? Yep, already on. So, like I said, first of all, I say this is uncomfortable because you got this little thin wire metal piece here, and I guess you don't have to rest your chin on it, but that's what you want to do. But yeah, safe enough. There we go. This is lever bigot for safety. There, now we're on. First thing, you're too damn close up to where he ejects at. All that damn gunpowder between that and this slide ported, all that powder just flies up and comes right back in your face and your nose. Very uncomfortable to me. And yeah, could I stay back more? It doesn't matter. It's very snappy. All that powder just flies back in your face. So that's very uncomfortable to me. Like I said, it's in the chassis and everything, so that's what you're getting. This is nothing new. People rave about this or talk about how cool it is, the design. It looks cool, but it's just a damn pistol and a chassis. And it's a p320. Enough said, right? It works, it cycles. It's not really fun when people say, is it fun or whatever? Not really. The sight is up here and it's just too damn close to your face, and you don't have to rest your chin on it or nothing like that, but it shoots, but it's still snappy. All that gunpowder, debris, residue, and everything else from the powder is dirty, get more in your face. Yeah, take it for whatever. The grips are good. Feel like the sample grit texture. You got somewhere to hand up here and not feel like you're get your fingers pressure from the gunpowder or whatever escaping. It's not. You don't have to worry about that. Nice trigger, flat trigger. So I mean, the recoil springs. So it's, cycling feels easy, but when you shoot, it's still snappy. I mean, it's still light. It's not a lot of weight up here to keep that recoil down, even with the ported slide. You know, all that. But now you got this heavy bastard. Got a little more weight to it. Nice fat brace on the back of it, right? It's short. I'm sure the two side by side, they come out about the same length. But you can leave crack this one. You can fold it, shoot a pistol. So let's take some shots with this. Turn this on. Yep, there's your safety. There we go. That's where I think so. Click. I'm trying to start the racket back, but you have this palm safety right here, palm grip. So if you don't have that compressed, it won't allow you to rack it back. Now I was racking back, so I don't know what that was. Maybe I had it halfway compressed. So it definitely shoots. The felt recoil is softer in this. Obviously, it's heavier. Polymer lower, metal upper. You got the charging handle on the left side. Like you said, if you're not a fan of the grip, 1911 something, or Springfield Armory, you might know. It's a fat grip, pretty thick, thicker than a Glock. I would say probably need stippling because it's pretty smooth. I haven't put anything on this pick rail to put like a hand stop or something. This little muzzle break up here. I mean, it's really not good for a short pistol like this because it's so close. But I will say I don't get all that powder that I do with that just this throughout the 20 feet. So let's put some more rounds in here. There's no last round bolt hold open, so it always clicks on that last round because it's not a last round. Not a last round hold open. She cycles fine. It just the last one is like an AK. And then you gotta drop the magazine, rack it back, make sure it's clear. But definitely the felt recoil is way less because of the weight, and you have a true full-size braced rest if you need to really make it comfortable when you're shooting. Like I said, with the Flux, it's lightweight, it's cool. It's definitely cool. Like I said, these are really no comparisons. Because like you said, you told me you get a true pistol size into a chassis to make it like a, you know, compact, I don't know, you know, call it, but you know, car gun, whatever, retractable. But it's cool, very cool. I don't know, it's trigger, you got like a trigger lock on that one because the reset I think is kind of, it's not long, maybe, it's a short reset. I will say that the short reset right there, I mean it's not, but so, but that probably was just me ready to unload a little faster. But yeah, just this metal thin, it's not comfortable when you're shooting. I feel like I can't get the same point of contact every time I'm shooting or my sight picture with this red dot, and it seems like it's like dead in my face. So even if I try to tuck it in and go back a little bit, it still just seems to be too close. Feels a little uncomfortable. Even though it was the same as the Uzi Pro. It was more together and like pack with a break. You know, done with that said, let's shoot some more. Let's go back. So let's get back to this. This is Discontinued. So was it popular enough? It caught it, or they had other weapons in rotation, the guns that they're trying to produce, and this just wasn't high on the list for them. Whatever it may be, they don't make it no more. Just say that. Shooting to the right a lot. Bring it over now. There we go. Bring it down, son. Safety is not the coolest, but it's kind of stiff, but it works. Bring it down a little bit more. Yeah, safety, it's not bad. I mean, you can hear it. Good click. It's plastic, I believe. Yeah, feels like it. That happens every time that click. So when you get the last round and it clicks, you drop the magazine, you try to cycle it, it won't open up. Then you have to like release this hand safety, palm safety. Press it again, then you can. So not the worst, but that was kind of funny. Something that I noticed. I mean, it's not a problem. I mean, hey, this is what is this? What is it called? What brand? Over break. Forgot. I can put it in the comments. But anyway, it works. It helps. You know, but it's not coming. I mean, I guess you say it's coming straight up because I mean it's cut all the way here to the top. So you get pressure, concussion, or recoil. I won't say concussion, but pressure, recoil relief. It helps keep it. It doesn't jump a lot. I don't feel like it's jumping a lot as much as the Flux. This is Crimson Trace, Rad Max, Red Dot. It's just a single. Use P320. It's a heavy bolt, so the tension of the spring is not terrible, but you got to give it a little bit to get it all the way to the back. So, but of course, IWI makes this, or used to make it. So, you know, they make great guns. SB Tactical Brace. You know, the trigger, just a curved trigger. I don't know, I think it's metal. It feels to be metal. I mean, the barrel is like, I don't know, 4 inches. It's, you know, 4 1/4 or something like that. I'm not quite for sure, but you can look at the specs. But everything about it I like. You know, maybe this, how thick this grip is, I don't like that. And I wish it's more stippled, like maybe sandpaper. It doesn't kick a lot, so I don't need it for like extra grip. But it'd be nice just to feel like you got a good grip on it. So you can easily get this stippled, this palm or grip safety. It can throw you off or just not feel comfortable because it's pretty stiff. But it is. Could you probably get remove this somehow? Yeah, probably. But other than that, it's we go over here, boat close. We won't do it before, so let's see. We'll put it in, maybe it's that magazine. That again. This one, okay. So, yes. Didn't notice I had to like a little bit harder, but there you go. Rack it back, get back to it. It's hitting dead in the same spot every single time. That's nice. Definitely accurate for how short the barrel is. Like that. Definitely with this so that click, like I said, if I try to cycles jump, so that's fine. Probably not releasing it or whatever. It's very easy to stay on target. Bring this in so you can kind of see what I've been shooting at 15, 20 feet and 32 feet. Don't fall off target. So yeah, so I miss hitting good and everything, so that's good. It's working well. Cycles, no malfunctions yet, but it's definitely, even those rounds, this it's like it's starting to warm up. Even this up here just barely getting warm. You dissipate the heat somehow. The cycling is good. It's a quick, it goes very quick. I guess you can see it from that side when each. Very nice pistol, carbine, a pistol without the brace, even with the brace. Some hand stop up here, and probably change this breakout, but I probably won't. It feels good. It works. I don't feel a lot of pressure. I mean, I got it right near the camera, and I don't notice the camera shaking or moving, or anything like that. So these are 25 round magazines, and it's IWI, so 25 rounders. They do make 32 rounders, so if you want a little bit more capacity. All steel, like it's not plastic with metal feed ribs. This is all steel metal construction. So very nice. Very nice. Like to do before I like to shut the walls down just to see the cycling and everything, you know. So let's get to it. So, jeez. I will say it must be that trigger must be yeah, it's a stiff trigger, because you notice the fire started to. I mean, that's how that sounds in the movies. You know when somebody's clicking a Glock in the movies? It's like that. But it's not true. Yeah, that's a stiff trigger. That's just stiff. That's like old AK type of triggers. Like, yeah, definitely not a great trigger. I did good at the beginning. That muscle, that trigger finger started to slow down though. Just imagine if it was full auto. That would be pretty awesome. So yeah, but I did a comparison, not a comparison. You know, this puppy here. Like I said, you know, good. Something like a truck gun. If you had a 320 and you wanted to do something different with it, you already had one. This would be something cool to do. But all in all, the recoil is a lot. I think this chassis is like $400 or something, and then if you get this this p320 with this ported slide, optic cut, night sights, this model is probably a little bit more than, you know. So this, if it's 600 for this gun, 400 for that, for 1400 or something, 1500. Don't think it's worth it. I mean, I paid 1300 for this at the time. Now this is 2800 because, you know, discontinued, but it works, it cycles, it flies. I mean, obviously the SIG did the same thing. You know, you could pick which one would you, or what other type of these small, compact pistols, braced firearms would you consider for a truck gun, home defense? You know, would you go to something totally different like a shotgun, AR-15 or 300 black, you know? But, you know, like I said, these are just kind of like more range guns because I have my own home defense that I use, but this is obviously one that you could use. It's good because it has a lot of weight to it, so you won't notice a lot of the kick. Like, because it's barrel, you may get a lot of, you know, unspent gunpowder flaming out the sides, might blind you from your target, so that might not be good. But this one here, you know, fly up top, and then powder flying back at you, that might kind of throw you off. So really, for home defense, I would recommend something that's only going to take one shot to do damage. Definitely not a ported, something that's maybe a little bit heavier, so it can help with the recoil. But, you know, to each his own, right? There's thousands and thousands upon thousands of guns you can take and do similar things to them, right? Who cares about cost? There you go. So we'll make so there you go. Enjoy. We throw out a lot of ammo. Okay, some people do videos and they throw out like 50 rounds and they're done. Okay, I try to do enough for you to see how a gun cycles and functions. You know, I'm not rich, people. I'm just out here shooting my guns. So I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So when I throw another video up here, boom, you'll be posted. Thanks for everybody who watches, who comments. I appreciate it. I'm just doing this. Basically, I love going to the range. I love shooting. So if I can give some type of knowledge and information that's helpful, you can comment and leave some great information for other people and myself to learn from. You know, gun community is huge. And, you know, like I said, safety first always. But thanks for watching. Peace.